In this lesson, we'll begin by challenging two widely held parenting paradigms or theories. These are tactics many parents use to get good behavior from their kids, and on the surface, they make sense. The problem is that when used long-term, they might actually reinforce the opposite of the behavior you're looking for. The reason we debunk these beliefs in session 2 is so you can stop with less effective strategies and replace them with more effective strategies from the toolbox. So let's get going on that. Here's the first premise we want to debunk. Rewards motivate behavior. I'm going to show you why the opposite is actually true. Rewards seem to be a given in raising kids these days. Kids get M&Ms for going to the potty, they get prizes from the treasure box at school, they trade technology time if they practice their instrument, they get $20 for an A. So why do parents and teachers use rewards? Because they believe rewarding kids for a certain behavior will motivate the child to continue that behavior in the future. In this course, we challenge that theory based on more than 45 years of research. The truth is, rewards may buy you some short-term obedience, but they create long-term problems. Let's talk about 4 of those long-term problems. First, think about the message that using rewards will send. I have no confidence whatsoever that you'll take on a challenge, or volunteer assistance, or do well at school, or participate in anything unless you know there's a payoff in it. That's not the mindset we want to foster. Second, use consistently. Rewards create a what's in it for me attitude. So when we reward kids for doing their homework, getting A's, or tidying up their rooms, we create reward junkies who think, there's no way I'd do this unless I'm getting a payoff for it. That fosters an attitude of entitlement. Third, rewards lose their luster. Have you ever noticed that stickers were motivating at first, but they quickly lost their appeal? Then what? Will you have to up the ante to a quarter or a trip to the park? Where does it end? More technology time, a trip to the mall? Rewards are a slippery slope, and eventually you won't be able to afford these people. And the fourth, and the biggest concern with using rewards, is that they actually erode a child's interest in the behavior we're trying to motivate in the first place. And more than 45 years of research confirms this to be the case. There's a really well-known study by 2 psychologists, Lepper and Green. They studied a group of preschoolers who were chosen for the study because these kids love to draw. So in the study, all of the kids were encouraged to draw, but one group was given rewards for doing so. The kids who were rewarded for drawing actually became less interested in drawing. In fact, the amount of spontaneous drawing decreased by 50%, and the aesthetic quality of their work diminished as well. Those rewards turned something they used to enjoy doing into work, something they had to do to get something else. Drawing became the means to an end. That's the problem with external rewards. They diminish internal motivation. So think about that. Whatever behavior you're currently rewarding your kids to do, you're actually eroding their internal motivation for that behavior. So let's say you're rewarding your kids for reading. Instead of fostering a love of reading and learning about new characters, the rewards actually diminish the child's internal motivation. A lot of parents pay their kids for grades. Well, when we pay for grades, we send the message that we don't have confidence that our kids can get good grades without being rewarded for it. And once again, instead of fostering a love of learning, it reinforces that the only reason to work hard and do well at school is for the reward. And then the burden is on the parent to continue dangling carrots out there to keep their kids motivated on an ongoing basis. So why is this important? It may not seem like a big deal when kids are little and we're doling out M&Ms for going to the potty, but extensive research by Alfie Kohn, who is the author of Punished by Rewards, and other researchers concluded that kids who are raised on external rewards grow up to be more self-centered and materialistic. They're also more influenced by external forces like their peers, by money, praise, and recognition. We want our kids to be motivated from the inside. External rewards may provide a quick little fix, but it's only internal motivation that's sustainable. We'll talk about the other types of motivation a little later on, but for now, just know that there is an inverse relationship between rewards and motivation. The more we use external rewards, internal motivation goes down. So what can parents do instead? Well, you can just stop. The good news is we don't need rewards to motivate behavior. You're going to have a whole toolbox full of strategies to get cooperation from your kids that don't include rewards. We can ditch the sticker charts. We can stop trading technology time for good behavior, and we can stop paying kids for good grades. Now, if you currently use a lot of rewards, the decision to stop rewards might not be that popular with your kids. So, as with so many things in life, marketing is everything. You can let your kids know that they are really growing up and you will no longer be handing out rewards like you did when they were younger. And by the way, this "you're really growing up" approach can work with a child of any age. Let them know that you have complete confidence they'll be able to do their responsibilities and behave well without needing rewards. You could also kind of soften the blow a little bit and assure your kids they'll still get occasional treats, but it'll be just for fun, not as a reward for doing something else. If you've been paying your kids for grades and they're worried about their drop in income, you can use this as an opportunity to introduce the no strings attached allowance, which you'll learn about in the next lesson. And that brings me to the second parenting paradigm we want to challenge, and that's up next.